Hello, my name is Scott Jorgens from Endeavour Solutions. Today's webinar is on BambooHR and their focus on HR automation, leave tracking, HR reports, and a wealth of other information. Our agenda, just quick introductions, and then I'll be passing this over to Dan to talk about why HR automation is of value to small and mid-sized businesses. You'll jump right into a demo, and then we'll wrap up with next steps and some Q&A if needed through the chat line. Next. Those that are new to Endeavour, we're now in our 30th year working with Microsoft Dynamics, GP, Business Central, and NAV, as well as CRM, and all of the cloud products, including Azure and Office 365. 3 services, advisory services with a wealth of knowledge from our 50 or so consultants, implementation and upgrades, and then ongoing optimization and support. We support clients across Canada and the US, as well as a few in the UK, offices in Toronto, Halifax, Montreal, Edmonton, Ottawa, and remote support down to the US. As you can see, we're recently recognized with CIO Magazine as the 50 most promising Microsoft providers for last year, and very excited with that. Next slide. Our focus of the key platforms for ERP being Dynamics GP, Great Plains, and Business Central, surrounding those with cloud applications. HR and payroll is a common one, Office 365, third-party add-on applications, business intelligence, budgeting, and other reporting and automation tools, Power BI, all in the cloud. Obviously, Dynamics 365 CRM is very strong CRM system for sales and customer service, and we connect that with Business Central as well as GP. A variety of cloud hosting options as well for GP. Business Central by default comes in the Microsoft Cloud, but can be purchased for on-premise and hosted in your own private cloud. Next slide. And so the reason for today is we're going to be talking about BambooHR. Endeavour has adopted it internally for our 50 staff. This is our screenshot of our About Us page on our website. We're using it for vacation and leave tracking. We have an internal portal for consultant and employee policies, code of conduct, tracking some training that we do internally. And it's been a fantastically easy tool to use and rapid implementation, and we're very pleased with it. So much so that we've invited BambooHR to be doing a presentation today. So next slide, and then I'll turn it over to you. It's all yours, Dan. I'll let you introduce yourself.
Thanks. My name is Dan Taylor, and I am on our marketing team here at BambooHR, and I'm excited to be speaking with you today. So I'm going to just briefly switch over to a demo account of BambooHR. Is this coming through on your screen?
Yep, see it just fine.
Perfect. So I'm just going to run you through a high-level demo of how BambooHR works and what it can do for the small and mid-sized businesses out there that are looking to kind of streamline their HR and take it into a place where it's not taking up as much time for your employees handling, the paperwork of HR department and some of the more tedious tasks. Our goal is to eliminate some of the time that consumes and give you the ability to get back to focusing on more strategic HR. So to take a high-level look here, what you're seeing is the main homepage of BambooHR. When an employee logs in, they'll see a screen that looks much like this. A lot of the options are customizable, and you can configure them to best meet the needs of your company. But first thing I'll highlight here is if you have hourly employees working at your company, you've got the ability to have them clock in and clock out from right on the home screen so they can keep track of their hours. So that's a nice and convenient function. Moving down the screen here, you've got the ability to track time off, track vacation time. And like I mentioned earlier, a lot of this is customizable, so you'll see that there's a bunch of different options let here that your employees can use. And if you have a special type of time off that's allowable at your company, you can set that up in BambooHR, and you can adjust the way that the employees accrue their vacation time or they accrue their time off to meet the needs and to meet and match your vacation schedule. So if an employee wants to know how much time off they're going to have in the future, we have this calculate button that you can click, and then let's say I'm planning on taking a vacation this summer, so I'll go and I'll say, okay, on July 7th, I'll have 120 hours off, so I can plan ahead. And I don't need to go in and ask my manager about that or ask the HR director. So then when I'm ready to request that time off, it's as easy as hitting this button right here, entering the dates that I want off, selecting what type of time off this is going to be, add a note if necessary, and then when I hit submit request, that'll go to a manager. Manager will then have the chance to approve it or decline it, and it's as easy as that. So eliminates a lot of the back and forth that employees have with their managers and with their HR managers about keeping track of time off, and it also eliminates lost money and lost time due to people taking more time off than they've been allotted because it's all tracked in the system, or the frustrations of somebody taking less time off than they've been granted. So those are a couple features there. Coming onto the other side, there's a place where the company can send out announcements to all the employees, and they can view that, and they can take action items. They can get alerts on what needs to be done. You have a place where you can post goals, and you can collaborate on those with a manager. If you have new employees coming to the company on this demo account, we're not seeing any, but you can post little bios about them, help your employees get to know each other. A place for things that are significant at your company. Maybe you want to share birthdays or work anniversaries. People can keep track of that. You also have this calendar here on a live account where you would see members of your team that are out of the office on a vacation day or a sick day, and you could click on this full calendar to view it in a calendar view. You have an ability to post company links, post important things that employees are going to be accessing frequently. Maybe you want to link to your benefits, you want to link to the company website. That's available right there. And then a place for upcoming trainings. You can upload trainings into BambooHR so that they can be completed within the system, or you can link to external training modules. So that's the home page here. These are some of the main features you're going to see. I'm going to click in. You see there's several tabs across the top. The first one I'll take a look at here is My Info. This is where you'll see much of the personal information stored for an employee. There are places to fill in, normal demographics and other types of information that you would expect for an HR department to store. You can add in education and different fields, and also you have the ability to add in custom fields, like to highlight here in this demo account, it's showing t-shirt size, and now you can add in something that may be specific to your company. In this example, let's say the company wants to give out free t-shirts. All they have to do is pull a report of what everybody's t-shirt size is entered as, and then there you have it. So it makes it convenient, makes it customizable for your company. I won't click through every tab here, but highlight a few. You got a place to store job information, so you know what a person has done at the company, what they've been able to earn, who they've worked with, and a place to store that information. Time off is going to just be a review of what we talked about earlier, where you'll see the upcoming time off that a person has, the vacation that's been scheduled, the time off that's offered here. The timesheet is going to be where a person's, if they're an hourly employee and you have the time tracking feature active, this is where you can review their timesheet. And you have both the option to do the clock in and clock out, as I showed earlier, or if you would prefer someone just entering their hours at the end of the day, that works too. Emergency contacts, just a place to store emergency contact information in case of an emergency. Documents, a place to store documents. Notes, a place for a person to just take notes, leave notes for themselves. I'll click into the Benefits tab here. This is where you would have the ability to view a person's elections and see what their benefits are, and an employee can go in and check their benefits. It's important to note that BambooHR is not a full Ben admin software, but that it does link to other third-party providers, so you can have that electronic integration, so it's very smooth and seamless. We also work well with brokers, so there's a lot of options, a lot of flexibility to work with your company and meet them where they are. Looking at the training tab here, if you have things that your employees need to be trained on, you've got the option here to upload, to link to the trainings, and then employees can check them off when they're completed, and fill in any notes and information, upload a certificate maybe that they completed the training, and then when they're done, they'll be crossed off. And managers have the ability to view what's been completed, what's overdue, and keep tabs on their employees and make sure that they're up to date, give them a reminder. And another thing that's important to note is BambooHR does have email notifications. So if there's things that employees need to complete, like trainings or other information that may need to be submitted, you can set BambooHR to send the employees email notifications so that they remember to get these things done on time. So then looking down here, a few other options that are available under the My Info. You've got a performance management module where employees can fill out a self-assessment and managers fill out an assessment, and they can set goals together. It's very helpful. Assets being a place where an employee's company assets can be tracked. If you're handing out company computers, company phones, company cars, whatever it is, keep tabs on that. I'm going to go into the Onboarding tab here. Under Onboarding, you have the ability to create packets and checklists that you can apply to new employees as they enter the company. And that way they can go through and they can make sure they get everything done that they need to do to become an onboarded employee. One thing that's great about the Onboarding tab is as soon as somebody is hired, you can send them the onboarding packets, and they can get going on some of this paperwork prior to their first day at work. That way when they show up on the first day, it can be about job training and getting going rather than just filling out their paperwork and kind of having an ineffective or boring first day.
That's been handy for us at Endeavour. We use that checklist, and I'm part of one of the aspects, but the system was sending out some automated emails. Here's your task. Here's the things you need to do. And it was cascading some of it, so there was different steps for different components. One person had to set up our new consultant's phone line and email, and obviously I can't order business cards on the marketing side until I know the phone number and email. So there's nice, easy to-do list stuff that used to be in an Excel sheet. Now it's just online and easier to share across our multiple stakeholders.
That's awesome. I'm glad to hear that the onboarding has worked well for you guys.
Yep. Dan, are you going to be able to show some of the mobile aspects as well?
Let's see. I don't have a great way to show it on my mobile phone here, but I can speak to that and just let you know that the app is great. It features a lot of the same functionality that's available on the desktop platform. That the app is continuously improving, and that it's very convenient for employees who maybe they're not working at a desktop station. They can access BambooHR on their phone, whether that be mobile browser or the BambooHR app. I could pull up some screenshots, however, on our website if that was of interest.
Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so we're now showing Endeavour's screen. So what we have here is two things I'd like to show that I really like personally. So just on a website, there is a extension that is added to Chrome, optional of course, but just by clicking it, I can now find all of our consultants and their information, and just simple details related to them. Here's Scott. Email, phone number, and extension, because I can never remember everyone's extension, and I used to have it printed on our wall. Now it's just in a browser, so wherever I go with my laptop, I can just find everyone. We put all our pictures up and find the individuals and their names. So that extension is quite nice. When we sign into, here's our homepage for Endeavour, and I get to see how many vacation days do I have available, how many sick days do I have available. We have policies, and then so what's happening is this is accruing. I get X number of sick days per month as it accrues, so I can actually take out more sick days than what we'll be showing here. But we have all our policies and pamphlets and PDFs up online. It's also nice to see within our team, we have simple pictures of who's out today. So it looks like Laura is out today, either on vacation or sick, and some other small stuff, celebrations on anniversaries, and we can see that Marvin actually has a birthday coming up. So that's just, it's nice, simple information. The mobile aspect, for my view, mobile looks similar to this. I can, from my phone, request a vacation day or a sick day from my phone at home, which is nice because I don't have to come into the office because I'm sick and not feeling great. So the mobile app looks somewhat similar to this, and just click my time off. It automatically sends it off to the right approvals, and you can type in a little note and done. So a quick 5 minutes or less when I was sick and had to claim that time. Dan, are you ready to take over again?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. I'm going to make you presenter. Great. I can see your phone or screen. Thanks.
Yeah. So this is a public website, so if you want to go back and review more, bamboohr.com/mobile. What you're looking at is a screenshot here. This is of the vacation request form and how it would look. You can see it's very similar to the desktop version, but it's very convenient because you can access it on the go. So you can go in there, make a request. You can see which team members will be out and comment if needed, and so managers and employees can collaborate. Taking a look down here, you've got the ability to look at the calendar, see who's in, who's out, and this is how it would appear on your phone screen. It's very convenient, so you just know when you're setting meetings, when you're understanding where your employees are, how to access that easily, quickly from your phone. And then one more screenshot down here. As mentioned earlier, it's very easy using BambooHR to be able to access your coworkers' contact information, so that if you need to get a hold of people, it's right there and it's right available. And actually a new feature that's been developed at BambooHR is, if you want, you can set it so that when somebody gives you a call from work, it can read into your BambooHR contacts and pull that up as the caller ID, so you know who's calling, and you have the ability to kind of sync those two items together, so it's easy to communicate with your team members when you have all their information logged into BambooHR.
That's awesome. And the vacation request approvals is also can be done through the app. So when managers receive the automated email to say one of their employees asked for time off, they can click on it on their phone, and that will pop up automatically to the right approval form in that right page, and they can just look at it and hit accept, and it's done. So approvals for vacation and sick time is 30 seconds or less. And it also provided, as you saw, who else is off. So if you have, say you have 5 direct reports and you don't want all 5 off at the same time, You can see, okay, I got 3 off or 3 are scheduled off on this day. Okay, I have enough coverage. Maybe I'll let the 4th person take it off, or maybe I won't. So it's nice, easy to have that quick glance with the individuals of who's planning and who's in and out.
Yeah, thanks for bringing that up. And another thing to mention about the mobile app, if you're interested in using BambooHR on your phone, we do also have an entirely separate second app, BambooHR Hiring, which is entirely focused on our applicant tracking software, and it helps you, if you're on a hiring team, access that entire suite of tools completely on your phone and set up interviews, contact new candidates, things like that. So if there isn't any more comments on the app, I'll just jump back here and wrap up a last few things on the software.
Thank you, Dan. That's perfect.
Yeah. So as mentioned, we've got a great ATS, applicant tracking software. So under the hiring tab, I'll just take a few moments here and show you what that looks like. You've got that easy ability to create a job opening, and then it goes out to the company website. You can also link it to Glassdoor, so you can get it out there, get people applying, and once they start to apply, you have the ability to click right here. We'll look at the software engineer, and you can see who's applied. You can view their resume. You can communicate with them all from within BambooHR. Makes it very easy. And then when you do feel like you found the right person, you can send them an offer. I'll just open up here. Katrina Cox in this sample account has been sent an offer. So that's been done right here within BambooHR, and the communication is really smooth and really easy. And if you have multiple people working together on a hire, it's great for fostering collaboration because the notes are collaborated together. You've got the emails that are all kept track of, so that way no double work is done and the communication lines are smooth. People can basically work together so that they get a better sense for who's going to be a good fit for the company. Taking a quick look at the People tab here, you've got the ability to auto-generate your org charts for your company, and they're interactive, so you can click through and see the reporting relationships. So that's very convenient and easy. We looked at the directory earlier on the mobile app, but of course it's also available on the desktop version as well. Pretty simple, but also very convenient and easy. And going to jump over here to the Reports tab. This is where you're going to have the ability to pull reports. This is great for companies that maybe get audited, or they're in a field where data it's super important to keep track of it and to analyze it. So you can pull any of our preset reports that come with BambooHR, or you can create new reports that will be custom, and you can get exactly the information you want from the people you want, and you can get it for a certain time period. So very customizable, easy to use, and a great feature. And so the last item I want to show you here is kind of the behind the scenes. On this gear icon, we have, this is where if you have administrative capabilities, you can go in and you can make the changes that you need to make, you know, giving access to the right employees, who's going to be giving approvals, what your benefits look like, even right down to the logo and colors. Let's say you want to make this really look like your own company's color scheme. You update the colors, and then you know, you add your company's logo. It's a quick and easy way to really make it integrate in with your company's look and feel. You can set the onboarding and offboarding. So as I've been mentioning a lot, there's a lot of ways to customize your account, and this is where that would happen. And so the last thing I'll show you here is just to highlight that one of the things that is BambooHR's strongest suits is our customer service. It's excellent. We have a lot of pre-made. All of these little arrows here are going to be tutorials. I'll show you adding a new employee. Let's say you've forgotten how to do it. These little word bubbles are going to pop up, and they'll walk you right through the process. Okay, let's get started. And then it's going to show you exactly what to do and walk you right through it. And so that can be helpful when you're new or when something has been forgotten. And in addition to these little tutorials, you've got a multitude of articles to review, and then our support team is available live in U.S. Mountain Time from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. So you've got good availability there to get on the phone or get on an email with a member of the customer service team, and they'll walk you through what needs to be done.
Dan,
So,
if I can just jump in, just for the tutorial, I was talking to our HR person. She's the one who set all BambooHR up for us. Those tutorials are live tutorials, so it's not just playing and watching a screenshot. Those little bubbles say type here. When you type there, you're actually updating and changing the system. She found that very easy and set up the whole thing in like 2 weeks. So it's a fantastic way that you guys have built the applications in the cloud and allowing that different overlay of information. We're not always used to that with our ERP and CRM systems.
Yeah, thanks for mentioning that. That's exactly what we're trying to do. Just, make it easy, make it quick, so that when you jump in, people generally know what to do, and it feels familiar and it's pretty intuitive. So I feel like that focus and that attention in trying to make something that's specifically for the small and mid-sized business has paid off, and we've consistently been rated as one of the best HR software for these small and mid-sized businesses. So that's about our time here today. And if anybody has any questions, reach out. Happy to help anybody out. We work on this full time, so it's been great to be here on the webinar, and I hope that BambooHR ends up being a great tool for each and every one of you.
Thanks, Dan. Can you bring the PowerPoint back up just so we can wrap up with some of the slides? Great. Thanks very much. So just to wrap up, some of our key sales and business development contacts at Endeavour, reach out to Trish, James, or Steve. The process will be, we can have a brief discussion in chat, but we'll be providing a direct connection into the BambooHR team so they can answer the questions that much more. The software is very affordable. It's a cost per employee, somewhat of a sliding scale, just because there's some base costs and as you move up. But we found it very affordable for our internal use, and very pleased with it. Some of the stats from the BambooHR website, they have over 1 million users globally, 11,000 active clients across 100 countries. So they're a going concern. They're a good size application, and as Dan said, their customer service and training has made something that makes it, from our point, makes it worthwhile to invest in the HR team and help them just get rid of some of their Excel sheets and improve their automation maturity. So just the ease of use and the simple quick wins has made it great for us. Also for the employees in ease of use of our vacation tracking, submitting sick time, and embracing the mobile aspect, especially at Endeavour ourselves. People are spread across Canada, across multiple offices, and in and out at client sites. So allowing those managers to quickly participate in HR functions without disrupting their day has been great for us. So with that said, thanks very much. Have a great day.